So Nikon's in the mirrorless game, but I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why the Z6 and Z7 kinda suck. You may want to avoid those cameras. Stay tuned.
FlashFilm Media presents What You Need to Know.
What's going on, guys? Ty Turner, former Army combat photographer and creative director here at FlashFilm Media. And when it comes to mirrorless, the game has just changed. The game is way more competitive now, and that's good. For the consumers like me and you, that's going to bring us a lot of features for a lower price and a lot faster. And as long as we have companies like Sony, which are disruptors, which are making the big boys make changes, we will continue to get great stuff. But today, I want to talk about why the Nikon kind of suck, especially if you're a video user. Let's talk about the Nikon mirrorless. Let me give you my top 5 reasons why I would avoid that camera. Number 5 is it only has 12 stops of dynamic range. I know Nikons aren't known for video, but the Sonys are giving us 14 stops of dynamic range. And the Canons often give us a little bit better. And we're a little more forgiving with the Canons because the skin tones look pretty good. But 12 stops of dynamic range, I don't know. Normally when companies promote 12, you get 10 or 9 or 8. So that's, on paper, that's almost a no-go for me. Like I said, use my mirrorless cameras for video because I love the image. I love the image of a full frame, shallow depth of field interview shot or talking head shot. It's perfect for what I do. So I look forward to that. But with the Nikon slacking on the video, it's not a good look. Number 4 is Nikon has reported that if you record externally, you also can't record internally. That sucks, because if you're in the middle of an interview and a cable come out or plug happen or something and your Adamus recorder disconnects, you don't have a backup. You don't have proxy media on your camera, which you do with other cameras. So I don't know why that happens. I don't know. It's not getting raw, so I don't know. I do enjoy the fact that it's 10-bit output though. I will give Nikon thumbs up on that. So, I mean, if you watch other videos, the A7S III is definitely going to have that. Number 3, no eye autofocus. When it comes to mirrorless, Sony has spoiled us with it. And it's almost standard to have something. Call it something different. Canon calls it pupil focus or whatever. Call it something different. But you need to have some type of focusing system that not only focuses on the face, but maybe the eyes too. Call it eyebrow focus. I don't care what you call it. Call it nose hair focus. Just focus on the eye somewhere close to the eye and lock. Number 2, which you've heard about everywhere, 1 card slot. Listen, nothing below like a 6D, I'm not even gonna say 6D, I'm talking about like T5i and below are the only cameras that should come with a single card slot. If you can buy it from Best Buy or Walmart, it should have a single card slot. If I gotta go to B&H to get it, if I gotta go to Adorama to get it, if I gotta go to a camera store to get it, it needs to have dual card slots, period. There's nothing to talk about. I don't care if you put a super floppy drive on it that's super reliable, I'm not falling for it. If I'm getting paid for something, I need redundancy, period. There's no way these big companies don't understand that. There's no way. I think it's an issue of trying to get more profit. Number 1, of course, it's not a game changer. It's not a game changer. It's something to pacify people who are sitting at home looking at a bunch of Nikon glass, figuring out ways to sell it so that they can move to a different system. It's not a game changer. There is 1 or 2 game changing features like 10-bit externally, but that's about it. They sprinkled a little bit on it, but it's not a game changer. So listen, and I'm just being honest with you. There's no way if I have 50 Nikon lenses, there's no way that I could not overlook the fact that I can adapt those lenses for Sony uses. You're going to have to adapt them for the Nikon. Either way, that adapter needs to be perfect. Now, thinking that the likelihood of that is not going to be all that great, I think of Sigma lenses, right? Sigma has the MC11 adapter, which is they're adapting their own lenses to Sony. It works 90% as good. If Canons and Nikons work 90% as good, you might as well jump ship to Fuji or Panasonic or Sony. There really isn't a reason to hold on. I like what they're doing. They're in the game, but they're about a camera and a half behind. But they want today's camera money. So they're charging A7 III money for A7 II with one good feature. And that's not good enough for me. However, who knows what the future holds, but if I'm buying a camera right now, I can't tell you that I'm pre-ordering the Canon or the Nikon. I would love to test one. You guys, Canon or Nikon, if you're out there, send me one, prove me wrong. Let's try to see if my opinion changed. I learned photography on a Nikon. My first camera I bought was a Canon. These companies are near and dear to my heart, but at the end of the day, with a business where my job is to provide the best image quality possible for my client, I just can't choose a Nikon right now for photo or video, because if I can get one camera that does both, I'm going to take it. All right, guys, I'm gonna ask you to do what I ask you to do every week: like, share, subscribe, and if you feel any type of way, let's talk about it in those comments. Definitely let's talk about it in those comments. And I will see you guys next video.